So if you're here from the last video, you're a legend. If you're not, welcome. I'm Mitch, this is my van, and we do adventures around here. So like I said in the last video, I've got an adventure planned, and I wasn't kidding. It's real, it's happening. I'm just still at the campsite. I've just got in the driver's seat. I'm about to leave, heading back to Calgary to pick up my HelloFresh. Currently, that's the way I do my groceries. I get HelloFresh. It's getting delivered today. I'm going to go and grab that, and then we're hitting the road. We're going west, further west this time. We're going to Vancouver Island. I've just been on a little trip to Vancouver a few weeks ago. Loved it, loved every minute of it. Didn't go to Vancouver Island, regret it. So we're going. We'll spread the drive over a couple of days. We'll do a couple of things en route. We'll stop at a couple of places, and yeah, it's going to be a good time. So if you like adventures, if you like camping, cooking good food, hiking, mountain biking, all the good stuff about the outside and van life, then this is the channel for you. Stick around, you're going to enjoy it. We're back in the city, and the traffic is trafficking. Fortunately, we're almost back to my building, so I won't have to bear this for too much longer. And fortunately, it's a long weekend, so today is actually a holiday, so it's more like a Sunday than a Monday. But still don't keep people off the road, does it? But yeah, we'll be back home in a minute. I've had the notification, my HelloFresh has been delivered. The notification has come through, so we can pretty much get together and get straight on the road here. So I'll jump back on when I get back to the building and make a little plan. Alright, brief pit stop at my place. Perfect timing because why is this doing this? Alright, brief pit stop at my place. Perfect timing because the HelloFresh has been delivered. So, gonna grab that, grab the couple of extra bits that I need to get on the road. I did just have a quick shower, and then immediately put the same clothes back on that smell like campfire, because let's be real, I'm gonna probably have another campfire. And then, yeah, just gotta quickly move my my other vehicle, and then, yeah, nothing really in our way. We can get on the road. So with that being said, I'm going to start making moves. I'm going to quickly go downstairs, grab my vehicle from the parkade, move it, and then come back up here, grab the couple of bits I need, and then we're out of here. Welcome back to the van. All right, we got the reggae on, ready for when we get rolling here. So, first port of call. Get this mic off the seat. Alright, so we're in the van, first port of call. While I was away this weekend camping, I realised that I need a pillow in the back to prop myself up on the bed and have a chill one. You'll see in the last video I explained it all. I looked on Amazon, they're all like $60, $70, and I think that is quite the investment for a pillow. So I went on Facebook Marketplace, I searched sit-up pillow in my vicinity, and lo and behold, there's a lady getting rid of one for $15 that looks absolutely mint, brand new. So that is what we're going to get. I've got to quickly go and grab the cash from the ATM. Unfortunately, the closest ATM to me is not the one that is directly affiliated with my bank, which means in Canada they're going to charge me $4.50 convenience fee to get my money out. But we're going to pay it, because what other choice do we have other than driving to a bank that's well out of the way? So let's go get that done. The lady's about 15 minutes from here, so we'll have all of that wrapped up within the next 20 minutes, and then we can get this van road trip ready, because currently I've just thrown all the things I need in the back and discarded them and haven't put anything away. So that's got to get done before we really officially hit the road. The plan was to hit the road around 3 o'clock. It's 2:30 right now, so we are on track, which is a rare occurrence. So let's hit this road, get this money out of the ATM, get this pillow sorted, and then we can make further moves from there. All right, marketplace purchase complete. I'll show you in a bit, but now we got to sort this gaff out and get ready for a few days away. Currently, I'm walking into things all over the place, so let me find where about that. I don't know where the tripod is for this camera. I literally had it earlier on over here, so it should be literally over here. Of course it's not, annoyingly. All good, we'll find it. I'm just going to pause this video and then be right back. There's been a spanner in the works. The wood lady's just messaged back and she's not going to be around till after 6 o'clock. So hanging around for an hour to save $10, yeah, it's not really what I want to be doing. So I'm not going to be doing it. So what we're going to do is crack on with the journey. Like I said, I do need to stop at a quick store just to get a couple of bits, but otherwise we're good to go. I am going to get an easy dinner for tonight, just because we're probably going to be stealth camping. I'm not going to be able to pull up, get the cooking, all the cooking stuff out, cook a dinner, draw attention to myself. It's just going to be better if I get myself a baguette. I've got some cream cheese. I get myself a thing of salami, bag of crisps, and we'll have a little holiday dinner the same as we did on Thursday night. So yeah, that's the way we move. All right, so I've got everything pretty well put away here. There's all my extra clothes that I brought out with me, also stored. All the underwears are put away. Dirty underwear from last week is all over the place because I forgot to take that into my apartment. So looks like we're going to be bringing that on tour with us this week. Anyway, so we are now actually officially good to go. Everything's put away, and yeah, we're not stopping to pick up firewood in Canmore. We'll get some somewhere. What we will be doing is getting diesel in Canmore, because I do believe it was $1.90 at Dead Man's Flats when I pulled up there earlier. I accidentally went the wrong way on the highway and ended up at Dead Man's Flats. Nonetheless, we found out they've got diesel there for $1.90, which in the current economical climate is cheap, unfortunately. So I will have a look before I leave Calgary if it's cheaper in the city, of course. But if it's not, we're going straight to Dead Man's Flats to get some diesel. All right, I've talked enough. Let's turn this off, get these lights out and get on the road. Surprisingly, they're doing diesel a bit cheaper in the mountains than they are in the city, which is very unusual. Hopefully by the time I get out there, the price hasn't gone up, because it wouldn't be unheard of for that to happen. But I'm going to take the chance and yeah, going to hope that it hasn't gone up, because it was $1.90, like I said, at Dead Man's Flats, and I've just tried to go to a gas station, but it was $1.99 there, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go past Dead Man's Flats. I've got enough diesel to get there. I might as well just get it there, and it save 10 cents a litre. So fingers crossed, cross your fingers for me, but you'll soon know the outcome. I don't want to make this the talk about the price of everything channel, believe me, but it used to be a time, right, and I sound old saying that, but there used to be a time when just getting a pack of salami, some Laughing Cow cheese triangles, and a baguette was a cheap and cheerful meal. But now it's like gourmet prices. I've just paid $8.50 for a pack of salami. You know, I'm not suggesting salami's not the highest quality. Salami, oh man, I can't even talk. Salami is not the highest quality meat by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think $8.50 for 100 grams of it is warranted, to be honest with you. But anyway, nonetheless, I've paid it. So Probably says more about me than the people who are selling salami for $8.50, doesn't it, really? But we move. Anyway, get me out of this city. Right, we're out officially on the road. It's now 4:05. I wanted to be like on the road at 3. We're an hour and 5 minutes into the journey, and I'm still only 10 minutes from my house. But we've got things done in it. We've got the pillow. We've got stuff from the grocery store. So yeah, let's keep it moving. Next stop, Dead Man's Flats. Let's find out what's going to be the price of diesel. Am I going to be gutted that I made the decision to see what happens, or am I going to be pleased with myself? We will find out shortly. Well, the gamble paid off. I got diesel for $1.90. Sweet. All right, so we're back up to a full tank of diesel. Cost me $76 for just under half a tank, man. Despicable, to be honest. Absolutely despicable. But we move. To be honest, this is like the least economically viable time to do a road trip. But you know what? This is the way I see it, yeah. Probably going to cost me a couple of $100 extra in fuel. But if I just sit at home, yeah, worrying about the state of the world whilst I've got time off and not doing anything, that's going to cause me more than a couple of $100 worth of emotional damage, I reckon. So that's my justification, man, for going on the road, mate. We're on tour. Anyway, I'm thinking about stopping in Canmore and getting a little McDonald's. I weren't going to stop, but I've realised it is already 5 o'clock. Not going to get to where I'm going still for another 4 hours. And that means I'm not going to eat my fucking baguette and that for another 4 hours, which is not really ideal, you know what I mean? So we're just going to get a little snack, double cheese or something like that, junior chicken, just to tide us over for a couple of hours until we get pulled up, man. Don't want to be spending a fortune on Scran. I'm trying to do this little road trip as economically as possible in the current economical state of the world, which is hard, you know what I mean? It's hard to do anything for an affordable price at the minute. I can't barely breathe without it costing me a fortune. So anyway, like I said, this ain't the talking about the cost of everything channel. Let's keep it moving. Mackies, I'm coming for you. I'm starving. Let's go. I just realised I haven't shown any of the drive so far. We just entered the Yoho National Park, so I'm about 70 kilometres from Golden, 75, a little bit more. So I'll be there. I'll be touching Golden in less than an hour. It is currently 6:26. We're gonna gain an hour because the time's gonna go back an hour when we get into BC. So that's in our favour. And then yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, we're gaining an hour of time because we're going to British Columbia and they are 1 hour behind Alberta in the time difference. So I guess that will mean we'll probably arrive at 8:30, maybe, and not 9:30 like I was predicting. Who knows? Regardless, I know when I get there I need to find somewhere to park up so I can get to editing, so I can post some videos. Things get a lot more scenic once we get past like Field, which that'll be coming up in about, I don't know, 20 kilometres or so. Once we get past there, really starts to get into a breathtaking drive. Not to say that this mountain here isn't beautiful to look at and breathtaking by any stretch of the imagination. It is, of course, but it definitely gets better, and that's the thing with this drive. Like, it's just, yeah, it's a breathtaking one. If ever you get the opportunity to do the drive, if you can do Calgary all the way to Vancouver, I suggest do it. It's beautiful. do a round trip, go on the low road on the way in and take the high road on the way out on the Coquihalla. If you ever watched Ice Road Truckers, you know about the Coquihalla. But yeah, here we are, nice little body of water. Look at that, nothing wrong with that little view. But yeah, so there's two ways you can go. You can go the Coquihalla, or you can go the low road, and that's the number one, all the way through. Takes you through the Okanagan, through wine country. It's beautiful. It's worth it, man. It's yeah. What I really enjoy about this drive is the way the scenery changes drastically as you drive in. Like, you go from Alberta, you know, you're in the prairies in Calgary, you get towards Banff and through the national park, and you're in the Rockies. You go through Golden, through Revy, all Rocky Mountains, and then you get into like the Shuswap, Kamloops area, and it becomes like rainforest type of vibes. Everything's super lush. It's unreal. And then when you get to Vancouver, it's just a different, completely different climate to what I'm used to in Alberta. So yeah, it's well different there. But here we go. Look at this. Bit of scenery on the drive. Some nice rock faces and another big old mountain there ahead of us. Anyway, I'm going to come off the camera for a sec, and then when we get past Field and we start getting into Golden, I'll show you some real scenes, man. This valley that we're going through now is actually pretty cool. These I don't know how well it shows up on the video, but that mountain range ahead of us, with that like moody cloud over the top of it, that's just so cool looking. I'm not sure what this is on the right here. It looks like it's like, I don't know if it's a river, it's a lake, or what it is, but there's water there, but there's also like land, so I don't know, bit of a weird one. I'll have to ask someone about that. But yeah, I always enjoy driving through this little valley. We are coming up towards Field now, probably, I don't know, maybe 10 kilometres or so. And then as I keep saying, once we get past Field, it's just even more breathtaking, man. Right, so there was me going on like I proper knew where I was, and that, it's like 10 kilometres to Field. Literally, I come round the next corner and we was going past Field, and so it was about 10 seconds, mate, never mind 10 kilometres away from Field. But we've passed Field now, so as promised, things are about to get nice. I'm pretty sure that, like just around the next bend that I'm about to go around, things get breathtaking. So if that's the case, I'll be showing you. Otherwise, I'll be back on here saying, yeah, actually, don't listen to me, I don't know shit, and I'm just a chancer who's guessing everything. Right, let's learn together if I was correct. Is it going to get breathtaking when we get around this corner, or is it just another corner? It's a long bend. What you got for me? What you got for me? We're still on the corner. Nah, just another corner, pal. Just another corner. But I promise you it's coming. Listen, we'll be back. As promised. I knew it was round a corner. Look at this. These are views that you just do not see every day. No matter where. Unless you're a truck driver who drives through this route every day, then you see this obviously every day. But your average Joe, you and me, don't see this every day. Yeah? And I'm lucky enough to call this home. Right, and if you're watching this video because you're thinking about coming here and having a trip here, coming here on if you're under 35, coming here on a working holiday visa, doing any of that stuff, do it. Come. There's loads of people who'll say, oh, don't come. Oh, it's not what it used to be. Oh, rare tear. Listen, You can say loads of things about loads of places. This is one of the most beautiful places on this planet. Yeah? Come. If you can, do it. If you can't, enjoy these videos in it, because you got people like me out here who'll show you it, and it, because I'm just excited to be here, man. Hopefully this view translates to the video, because just the way the sun is hitting the top of them mountain peaks in front, I don't like, based on what I can see on the little screen, I don't think it's translating. And if that ends up being the case, then I won't put this clip in. But if you can see this, oh my god, I don't know how to zoom on this camera as well. I'm still learning things. I don't think all my settings are the best at the minute. I don't think this is on like the best video settings it can be on, so bear with me. In the next few videos, the video quality might start drastically improving. If it's not the best right now, the best is coming. But yeah, anyway. Right, we've just left the Yoho National Park. Now, I'm not sure where exactly the border is for Alberta, British Columbia, but in my opinion, I'm in BC now. Like, that's the way I say, once we get to that Yoho National Park, oh yeah, BC Highway Patrol ahead. So there you go, we're in BC. BC Highway Patrol wouldn't be not patrolling in BC, would they? They'd only be in their own jurisdiction. So just in case there are BC Highway Patrol on the highway ahead, I'm going to put this camera down, but I'm not holding the camera or anything. That's just an illusion. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. Currently in the custody of BC Highway Patrol. Nah, JK, I haven't seen them, but we are about to go through a tunnel, and I do enjoy a tunnel. Not for any particular reason, I don't know, it's just different, innit? I like going through different things, like stuff that you don't drive through all the time. Some people probably got loads of tunnels in their area. I haven't. Oh wait, this isn't even a tunnel, it's just literally a bridge. There is tunnels, I swear to God, this just ain't one of them. Pretty sure they're coming right up though. It's the old famous word, and it's probably just round this corner. But having said that, you know what it means when I say just round this corner. Anything could be just round the corner. Anyway, that was an anticlimax, wasn't it? Oh yeah, so I said there was going to be tunnels. Turns out the tunnels must be after Golden. So I told you I didn't know where the bleeding hell I was going, or anything about where I was going, or anything like that. Just chancing it, ain't I? So I am going to stop, because I just heard something crashing about in the back. Nothing serious, like just I don't know, something's fallen from somewhere and landed somewhere. So we're going to go back there and find out what's what, and then keep it moving from there. Stay tuned to find out what on earth is going on in the back of my van. Alright, I've just pulled up at this gas station here in Golden. Let's go and have a look what's going on back here. Right, I can see two things out of place. Oh, it's dark back here, so bear with me. But looks like charging cable, memory card reader, those things have fallen off. Now it's literally pitch black back here, you can't see a thing, I would imagine. Fortunately, I've always got, talking into the mic really close there, I've always got my head torch on board, ain't I? So let's turn that on. Let's have a look around. Okay. Pretty much everything's okay. Pretty much. I'm going to stick that in that pile of socks and underwear, those in that pile of socks and underwear, and those in the pile of socks and underwear. Okay. I'm using my little pile of socks and underwear that I've got on the side in here, which I need to create a laundry basket for, to hold my things and stop them from falling all over the place. I'm going to run in this gas station and grab a bottle of water and have a quick pee, because I need some water. I've just realised all I've drank all day is 2 Monsters and a cup of tea, which obviously none of that's particularly hydrating, I would say. Right, so yeah, let's quickly get a bit of water, have a pee, and get back on the road. Alright, we are back on the road. We're leaving Golden behind us. We're on the road to Revelstoke. Can't remember off the top of my head how far it is. Something's telling me, I think it's an hour and a half, but could be 2 hours, who knows. Anyway, let's see what time it is when we arrive. Still showing 7:25 on my clock at the minute. Well, I mean, it will on my car's clock the whole time, because that doesn't change, so I have to check on my phone. But yeah, so it's still showing me an Alberta time at the moment. Let me check the phone. Yes, still showing Alberta time as we speak, so we'll be coming up on the time change pretty soon. It'll drop back to 6:30, and then you know what, if it does, if I'm not mistaken, and it does drop back to 6:30 and we gain an hour, I think we can make it to almost to Kamloops tonight, potentially all the way. Let's see what we can make happen. So I realised actually that I keep saying, oh, I think I can make it, like as if I've got some kind of like deadline or a set amount of hours that I can drive. It's just basically because I don't want to be driving into the night and into the dark too much. Last time I did this drive, I did a good chunk of it in the dark, like 3 hours of it, and for me, I want to see all of this stuff, you know what I mean? Like that was the first time I'd driven it as well, so I missed a good chunk of the drive, and from what I've heard, it's a really beautiful portion of the drive, so I really want to make sure I see it this time. So I'm going to see when I get to Revelstoke what time sunset's going to be, and then I'll base my decision of whether I continue driving on when the sunset's going to be in it, because obviously if it's going to be light, I'm happy to keep driving, but like I said, I don't want to drive into the dark and have I miss the scenery again, and I want to see all the scenery that I missed, because I basically missed the whole shoe swap. The Salmon Arm River or lake. There's a river or lake in Salmon Arm. I missed all of that, missed loads of it, so yeah, I don't want to do that. Last time I stealth camped in a town called Chase, which was a nice little stealth camp, to be fair. If I could make it to Chase, I would potentially stealth camp in the same or similar vicinity to where I did last time, because that was that was decent. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble on a little bit now. Here's some scenery for you. There's a lot of trees in Alberta, but if you thought there's a lot of trees in Alberta, just wait until you get into BC, because there is a lot of trees in BC. A lot of trees in Canada on the whole, but yeah, BC's got a good chunk of them. Man, this is such a beautiful drive, man. So last time I came through here, like I said earlier, like was only a few weeks ago. I went to Vancouver, like at the would have been the beginning of May. No, it would have been back in April. Actually, yeah, I think right at the beginning of April, maybe. Anyway, yeah, it was the beginning of April, because it was before 420. So at that time it was still pretty wintry coming through here. Like, this is like a high mountain pass road, and now it's just beautiful green, and oh mate, just it's mad. It's just so crazy to see the difference in scenery. If you're trying to decide a time of year to come, it's a hard decision, because like if you want to see these mountainous roads with snow and stuff like that, then you've got to come sort of towards the end of winter, I'd say. You don't want to come in the dead of winter, because then you're more likely to end up with road closures and stuff like that, hindering you from getting where you want to go. But if you come like right at the end of winter, borderlining on spring, you'll get to see a lot of like different climates and different terrain all in one journey, and so that's, I would say, is a cool time. Like for example, when I went beginning of April, it was cold in Calgary, snowing and cold when I left there. Cleared up a little bit as I was getting into the Rockies, and then by the time I hit Kamloops it was like 20 degrees, but the whole time I was gone it was like a super like cold, big bad cold snap in Alberta and super snowy and stuff. So you definitely do get a range of climate in this country depending on the time of year. But yeah, so that's just my opinion. Obviously, do what you want with it. Come here when you want at the end of the day, innit? Like, it's always going to be here and it's always going to be beautiful. It just, yeah, you know, winter driving is not for the faint of heart, so that's what you've got to be prepared for. If you're going to come here in the winter and you're going to try and drive these roads in the winter, it's doable. You've got to be a confident driver, and I would say you've got to have some winter driving experience at least. For me, I've lived in Canada for 13 years, although you wouldn't think it by the sound of my accent. And I got my driving license in Canada, so I have only ever driven in these conditions. I don't know any different, and I've learned to drive in them, and I'm confident in them. I'll pretty much drive in anything. Yeah, it gets sketchy at times, but like, you know, you just slow down, right? Like, yeah, I'm not scared of inclement weather when it comes to driving, and in fact, it's if anything, I like it. Like, I used to watch a lot of ice road truckers when I was younger and whatever. I knew about the Coquihalla before I even knew that it was in Alberta. I mean, not Alberta, in Canada. It's not in Alberta. It's definitely not. The Coquihalla is not in Alberta. It's very, very much in British Columbia, way west of Alberta. It could be further from Alberta. Well, it could, but it's not. Anyway, I'm going on a bit. But yeah, so that's why I feel confident driving in any terrain here, and I've been here for a while. It's all I've ever driven in, so it's all I know. But if it's your first time, I would say don't try it. Just don't. Anyway, look at that. Sun is beaming. I do have another lens for this camera. Potentially might make the footage look better in sun. I haven't experimented with it yet. I will over the next few days, and we'll all find out together. For now, you'll have to put up with this glare that I'm also putting up with. But hey, better to have a little bit of glare off the sun than to not be able to see because it's absolutely white out. And look at that. This is one of the things I love, right? You see big mountains, they've still got so much snow on them up high. Like, we're up high right now, and that's even higher, and there's a lot of snow up there still. I don't know if those I don't know if the tops of those ever get fully like snow free. Who knows? Anyway, been going on for 5 minutes here. I'm gonna come off for a minute, but you know, I'll always be back. Alright, so remember earlier I told you there was tunnels coming up. I weren't lying, the tunnels exist. They're just absolutely miles and miles from where I said they were in it. But yeah, so we are going through the tunnels. There's a few of them. They're all the same. But yeah, for some reason I really like driving through them. I don't know what it is, I enjoy a tunnel. So join me to enjoy this tunnel together. I imagine it's even more fun coming through if you've got like a super cool sounding like car or motorcycle or whatever you're driving, but I'm just in the old Sprinter van. She sounds nice, don't get me wrong, she purrs along lovely, but you know, it's not exactly sport tuned, is it? So here we go. How many is that? I think is that 3 or is that 4 that we've gone through? The road markings around here definitely leave a lot to be desired. I feel like hopefully it's in this year's budget to repaint the roads, because yeah, they're absolutely in desperate need of it. It's dire straits around here, to be honest, when it comes to the road markings. You wouldn't know where the bleeding hell you are half the time. Although anyway, this isn't the complaining about road markings channel by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, here we go, another one. I'm not sure how many in total there are. Didn't think they were all this close together either, so that shows exactly just how much of this, just how well I know this drive. This is my third time doing this drive, but that's the third time this year. What we're in now, May, so January, February, March, April, May. First 5 months of the year, I've done it 3 times, so I wonder how many more times we'll do it. There is talk about getting lift passes for Revelstoke Bike Park, so we might end up coming out here frequently. I'm just basically my 2 friends that I hang around with a lot, they're from the same area of England that I'm from. They're going back for a little trip the end of this month, or beginning of next month, sorry, beginning of June. And then when they get back from that, it's firing on all cylinders, adventures and all of that carry on. But yeah, so we're in limbo at the minute. We're in between seasons. Ski season's just finished. Biking season is having a slow start because spring took its time to finally arrive. But yeah, we are. All that to say, lots of adventures are on the horizon, and lots of trips to potentially to Revelstoke are also on the horizon for this year. So I'll be interested to see at the end of summer just how many times we end up coming out this way. But as promised, if I ramble on, I'll give you a view. Have a look at that. Alright, so this is another section of the drive that is particularly noteworthy. Coming through the Rogers Pass. When you're first coming into Rogers Pass, there's a really sharp bend. It catches everybody out. You've got to slow right down for it. And then you come around the corner, it opens right up. So this is cool through here. You can see they've been blasting out more of the mountain because I imagine they want to widen this stretch of the highway up. A lot of this highway is just one lane in either direction, which for a highway that gets the amount of traffic it does, it's not a lot really. I look at these little waterfalls and that's cool, isn't it? I mean, not every day you just drive past 3 little waterfalls on the highway. Yeah, we just did. But yeah, so anyway, this is a busy old stretch of highway. It's a super popular trucking route. As you can see from the truck in front of me, there's loads of, there's nothing but semi-trucks on the road, to be honest. Trucks everywhere. Is this opening up so I can pass him? Yes, it is. But yeah, so imagine in the areas where it's only one lane in either direction, imagine they want to widen it up to 2 so it gets things flowing a little bit better, which, it's a good thing for everybody, right? Keeps these lads in the trucks moving, keeps product getting where it needs to go, and keeps people like me who are driving through from getting stuck behind too many trucks all the time, right? Because if there's one thing you can be sure of, truck drivers, man, their driving habits a bit all over the place, to be honest. I'm not one to I'm not one to complain. JK, I am. I'm English. I love to complain. But, you know, the one thing with semi-truck drivers is they drive all over the place. From what I'm aware, when you're driving a rig of that size, you're supposed to drive about 10% slower than the speed limit so that you can have a better chance of stopping on a dime if you need to or whatever. But none of them seem to know that. They just drive like absolute lunatics. One minute you got a semi-truck on your arse and he wants to fly past you. The next minute the same semi-truck is crawling and you're on its arse waiting to get past it. You never know what's going to happen out here with semi-trucks. So yeah, just look at the draw really. But here we go, another little low hanging cloud there for us. I drove past a sign a couple of minutes ago that said we are 50 kilometres from Revelstoke. So at that time I was going 100 kilometres an hour, about 30 minutes away. It's currently 7:30 local time. So we should be arriving around 8 o'clock in Revy. And then what I'll do when we get there is I'll teach you guys the way, man. We're gonna stealth camp tonight. I'll show you how exactly I personally go about stealth camping successfully. I've only had this van since February and it's now May, so 3 months I've had the van. But I've done a lot of stealth camping in that time, and not once have I been moved on. So I think I know a thing or two about stealth camping. So if you're looking for a bit of advice on how to stealth camp successfully, keep watching this video because I've got loads of advice for you and I'm going to bestow it upon you shortly. So yeah, I'm going to come off the camera for a bit. I'm going to put it away because I feel like I've got so much footage on the way. Like, this is probably going to be a reasonably long vlog, which if it is and you've stuck around for it, hey, I appreciate you absolute legend. Keep watching because my aim is the videos are only going to get better. You know, I feel like if you're going to do something, you should aim to get better every time you do it. If I'm going to make videos, I want to aim for each video to be slightly better than the last. And that doesn't mean, you know, I'll one-up the content. Like, you know, I'm not going to start doing crazy stuff to one-up each video. But, you know, I just want to slightly improve my editing, slightly improve my videography, get better angles and dropping in pictures. I want to get better at photography and start dropping in some dope pictures for you guys to see and all of that good stuff. So yeah, when we get closer to Revy, I'll jump on and show you a bit more of what we got going on. But for now, I have rambled on for a bit, so enjoy this view. We'll be rolling up on Revelstoke momentarily here. Oh, here we go. Can you tell we're in Revelstoke? We have arrived. Alright, so we are going to make our way into like downtown Revy. I'm going to pull up somewhere there because, like I said to you, I'm going to teach you all about stealth camping. So the first rule of stealth camping, you don't pull up where you're going to sleep too early, because that obviously, the longer you're there, the more chance you're going to get rumbled and moved on, right? So you want to have an idea in your head of where you want to go, right? My favourite places to stealth camp are either in a busy downtown area right outside a commercial building, because you can have your diesel heater on and nobody will know if it's your van that's making a noise or if it's the buildings around you that are making the noise, because commercial buildings have all got refrigeration units on them and ACs and stuff that make noise. Or right outside somebody's house in a residential neighbourhood. That's probably my favourite, because you can pull up there late at night, as long as you know, not drawing a bunch of attention to yourself. Nobody's really going to see you, unless you've got some nosy neighbours knocking around the area. And then you can just sort of pull up, jump in the back of your van, get your head down, go to sleep, get up early in the morning, keep it moving before anybody even knows you're there. That's what I'm going to do tonight. So because that's what I'm going to do, for the next couple of hours that I'm going to be chilling, having some dinner and editing a video, I don't want to be doing that right outside some random stranger's house, in it, because it looks terrible. So I'm going to do it right outside, like Save on Foods, or outside just a random business, you know what I mean? Right, I'll pull up on the high street, wherever there's 2 or 3 hour parking, and then yeah, you're chilling then, innit? And then yeah, do what you want for a couple of hours, and then once it gets dark and you're ready to sort of turn it in for the night, then you can go find your little residential spot to park up and get settled in. But yeah, so for now, I'm going to find myself a little downtown park up, somewhere I can chill, and like I said, make edit a video, basically, is what I want to do. I need to edit my vlog from the weekend, so I can start editing this vlog, and then yeah, we'll be stacking vlogs. But for now, I'll show you where I'm going to pull up. If we pull up right on the high street, I might have a little walk up and down the high street. I've been sat down for a few hours now, so I wouldn't mind a little stretch of the legs. But yeah, we'll show you a bit of Revy for sure. Alright, so here we are in the town of Revelstoke. Super quiet little sleepy town. Yeah, not a whole lot going on around here anytime, which is one of the best things about it by far. Yeah, it's just a vibe around here. It's just, I kind of think, yeah, it's a bit like Canmore in Alberta, but quieter. Because if you've ever been to Canmore, you know it gets mental around there. But yeah, here we go. Perfect little spot for me here. What have I just pulled up outside? Okay, let me show you this place. The Taco Club. I've never actually been personally, but I've heard really good things about the Taco Club in Revelstoke. Supposedly significantly high quality tacos. But right, I'm pulled up. We'll have a little mosey around this little vicinity here. It looks like it is spitting rain, so I don't want to be out of the van for too long, but I'll show you what we've got going on around here. Oh, so here we are, just walking down the old Revy High Street. Quiet, man, absolutely quiet. Oh yeah, look at this town, look at this street, it's like a fucking ghost town, bruv. Up there too. Pure ghost town vibes, mate. Oh yeah, I'll show you another little spot. Across the way there, Village Idiot. That place has got absolutely banging pizza, mate. It's a little, just a little pub. Good vibe in that in there though. Gets busy on the weekends, mate. Crazy. One of the most popular places around here, I think. But yeah, unreal pizza in there. Definitely go check it out if you're around here. Yeah, not much happening around here today at all, man. It's a holiday Monday, so I guess everything's probably closed. Main Street Cafe. Might catch me here in the morning getting a coffee. I'll have to ask my friends actually, because when we was here, we came to Revy skiing a few months ago, and we went to a really nice coffee shop. I just can't remember the name of it, where it was, or anything, to be honest. But yeah, went across the street here. Go back down the other side of the road. Oh, keep pressing the wrong direction on this gimbal, man. Bear with me, I'm still getting used to this camera. I used to record only exclusively on Insta360, but then I decided it sucked for vlogging. So I got a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Very popular vlogging camera, if you know. Everyone loves it, and I also love it, but just it's a bit of a learning curve, to be honest. Yeah, a bit of real estate, let's have a look. What's it going to cost you to live around here? Yeah, you can live there. Lovely little gaff. Only 2 mil. Oh yeah, this one's only 7.5 mil. You've got to have some dough to live around here, I guess. But that's BC for you, mate. It's expensive, innit? They don't say, you know what they say BC stands for, innit? Bring cash. And they ain't lying, man. Everything costs an arm and a leg around here. Yeah, here's another favourite of mine. Valhalla's, mate. Best shop. Love a bit of Valhalla's, man. Can't always be spending an arm and a leg in there, man. The Sugar Shack. That place looks good. Busy in there though. Just going past the old taco club. I don't want to film it because it'll look like I'm like filming everybody inside having their dinners. They'll be like, who's this geezer filming us, man? Paparazzi and that. What's down here? Revy Outdoors across the street. That's another good shop. And then, yeah, there's not too much going on around here, man. It's about the extent of it. I've walked up and down the main high street. And a whole lot else to do. So, with that being said, I'm going to get back in the van and get myself situated, chill out, start editing. Going to get some, yeah, I want to get a good bit of editing done before I go and find somewhere to park up for the night. So, yeah, let's get back in the van and chill. Okay, let's do the old taste test. We've got a piece of baguette, we've got 1 Laughing Cow cheese triangle, 1 slice of spicy calabrese. Let's see how she goes. That is the thing of beauty, ladies and gentlemen. If you've ever sat on a balcony in a foreign country, overlooking a swimming pool, the smell of sea air in the air, eating a baguette with a bit of cream cheese and meat, you know exactly how I feel right now. I'm not on a balcony. There's no sea air. Yeah, I'm in the mountains. I'm in Revelstoke, BC. Same thing applies. Listen, I'm going to get this food eaten, and then I'm going to edit a vlog, and then I'll be back to show you how to be the absolute ultimate best stealth camper that exists. Watch this space. Alright peeps, I'm back. It's 10:30 now. I've edited a vlog, I've exported the vlog, and it's the first ever upload on the channel. So if you're here from, you've been watching the videos and you've seen that video, thank you, appreciate you for watching. If you're not up with the lore of the channel, go back, have a look at the other videos and see where we all started. I told you earlier, I'll teach you a thing or two about stealth camping tonight. The time has come for those lessons to be learned. So, before we pull out there's a couple of things we got to make sure are ready so that we're all set up, so that we ain't got to mess around when we get there. First of all, if we've got to run the heater overnight because it's a bit cold, we need to get the van up to temperature before we get there, so the van's not running, the heater, sorry, is not running max power outside someone's house, because that's just, it's a little bit loud and it's going to draw attention to the van if anybody walks past or comes home or anything like that. Second thing is get your partition sorted. So if you've got a factory partition, you're good, you ain't got to do nothing. Otherwise, make sure your insulated curtains up and all the magnets are secure and whatever, and you ain't got any light leaks, so that when you get there you ain't got to mess around with that. It's not a good idea to put your window covers on if you've got them, because it just makes it obvious that someone's in the van, so leave those off if you can. Otherwise, yeah, you're probably not set up ready for stealth camping. Right, so I'm gonna now go and find a little spot, and then when I get there I can pull up. I'm already set up, ready to go. I can hop in the back. I won't turn on my overhead lights. I'll just use my head torch. So forgive me now if the video that I take when I get there is a little bit spotty. I won't make it too long. I'll keep it short and sweet. But yeah, let's go find somewhere to stay. We'll get set up and situated. We'll hop in bed and we're good for the night. Yeah, let's go. Alright, don't worry. It's not time for a scary story. Let me, I'll turn this head torch off for a second and I'll show you where I'm parked up. Hang on. Right, so that is my curtain. Right, so I found a little residential street a few blocks away from where I was in downtown there. Honestly, I probably could have got away with staying where I was, but I wanted to do this for the vlog so you could see how we can successfully do it. So once I pulled up here, just quickly ducked in the back of the van, locked her up, and now I'm going to be pretty much silent for the rest of the night. Obviously I'm going to be watching my phone back here on low volume, and I'll probably fall asleep soon because it is nearly 11 o'clock, but then in the morning we'll get up, we'll get out of here reasonably early. But for now, unless this turns into an epic failure and we get moved on, that is the end of the vlog. So if you've watched till the end, big love, I really appreciate you, thank you. If you don't mind, drop a subscribe on the video. I don't know if I've already asked once in the video, but don't know to ask again. Yeah, drop me a sub and drop a like on the video. Show your videos to your mates if they're into the same things as you, and yeah, let's keep growing this community, let's grow this channel, and yeah, thank you for watching, peeps, and I'll be back on camera in the morning making another vlog for you.